Good evening and welcome to the 2026 Washington Kids in Transition Out of Jeopardy live stream event. My name is Richard Taylor Jr., and I will be your master of ceremonies this evening. It is so good to have you all in the house. I know that we have watch parties taking place throughout our space here. I want to give a few shout outs to those of you all who might be watching from your home. Thank you so much. To those of you all at Elks Lodge, the Elys, the O'Briens, Graphite, Bridget's, and Point Edwards, some of our main watch points. Thank you all so much for being present with us tonight. First order of business, because we only have about 14 minutes left, the online auction ends at 6:45 p.m. So what does that mean? Get those last minute bids in, and each bid gets an entry to the drawing for a $500 Costco gift card. Why, friends, why are we here tonight? We are here because we believe in the mission of Washington Kids in Transition. We believe in food, we believe in shelter and basic necessities for students whose families are having to choose between buying groceries or paying rent. I think many of you all know this as you've been present with us plenty of times before. Here's the reality: that demand has not changed. The need has not changed. We believe in creating a safety net to help students, some with some sort of normalcy, whether their families become homeless or maybe they're just teetering on the brink of it. We believe that partnering with social workers on the front lines in our schools, supporting students to achieve their K through 12 education is a very fundamental part, and it's important. And of course, we believe in stepping up to fill that void when and where we can. As many of you in the space that you're in, and of course in this room that we're in tonight, we have proven over the last 5 years that when we come together as a community, we can and do make a positive difference in the lives of these children. Now, hear me out. While this year's gala and our fundraiser looks a little different with the virtual broadcast instead of a ballroom, we are still going to have a fun time. We're going to have a fun time together over the next hour. So wherever you are, I want you all to get real tight and fun with the community that you're in. I want you all to get real comfortable with the people that you're around. If you don't know a person, make sure you say something. The community is so important. And so with this, let's really lean into community over this next hour that we have together. Now, at this moment in time, I'd like to introduce someone very, very special. 11 years ago, it all started with a local news article that shared the story of bus drivers funding snacks out of their own pockets for some of their riders. These drivers of the designated McKinney-Vento buses knew that some of these children would not have anything to eat until returning to school the next day. This article was both equally shocking and also heart wrenching that it sparked the curiosity and the passion of one woman. That article was the genesis of why we are here together tonight. I'd like to introduce to you all the founder and the executive director of Washington Kids, Kim Gorney. Kim, can you join us at this time?
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to the Washington Kids Annual Gala. The setting may look different this year, but our mission remains as strong as ever. Washington Kids has built a reputation on meeting the basic needs of our students with the belief that if basic needs are met, students can do better in school. You've watched us pivot to meet students' needs many times throughout the years, so we know you would understand our decision to pivot to a virtual gala. While we've always cherished the camaraderie of gathering in person, we also recognize the importance of being thoughtful stewards of our resources, ensuring that as much as possible goes directly to supporting our students. Tonight is about celebrating the collective strength that keeps us moving forward, regardless of what's happening in the world around us. When we look on this past year, it's hard not to be struck by how much we've all had to adapt. And we know this year has asked just as much of you. You already know our distribution center provides basic needs. We provide backpacks and holiday bags, emergency motel stays, and rental assistance. But what you may not always see is our after-school program where confidence begins to grow. The community garden where students learn to nurture something and watch it thrive. The first time students cook a healthy meal and realize I can take care of myself. The moments where they begin to imagine a future, exploring careers, giving back through service, and stepping into experiences they never thought were meant for them. Cheering at a baseball game, sitting in a theater, watching a play unfold. Moments that may seem small to us, but for many open the door to a world that they didn't know they were allowed to dream about. Tonight, you will meet 4 incredible young men from our program. 3 are seniors preparing to graduate and pursue their dreams. A moment that should be filled with excitement and possibility. But for many of our McKinney-Vento students, this transition comes with a very different reality. At 18, students age out of shelters and youth support systems. Suddenly, they're left asking questions no young person should have to face. For many, graduating high school doesn't just mean moving forward. It means losing the only stability they've ever known. It means losing their safe space in school. Through our housing and food scholarships, we help lift some of that burden, giving students a foundation during their first year beyond high school, when the risk of falling through cracks is the highest. Because every one of the students we serve deserve not just the chance to attend school and graduate, but the chance to follow their dreams. Washington Kids meets families in times of crisis, but we're also there to celebrate their successes as they grow and find their own path. And when students begin to doubt whether their dreams could still take flight, you, our supporters, help us remind them that they are not alone. For those that joined us last year, you met Anaya and Max. Both have just completed their first year of college and continue to discover what they're capable of when given the right opportunity. So tonight, I'm not asking just for you to support a nonprofit. I'm asking you to stand in the gap for a student who has no safety net, to be the reason a young person doesn't have to choose between a place to sleep and a future they dream of reaching. Tonight, I ask you to help us continue to support our community of students. Give what you can. Be part of the moment that changes the trajectory of a life. Because your support doesn't just fund programs, it creates stability, possibility, and hope. And for these students, hope can mean everything. Thank you for being here and for showing up and for being part of the Washington Kids community. We are honored to hear from our superintendent of the Edmonds School District, Dr. Rebecca Minder. While she was unable to join us this evening, she has a very special message to share.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Miner, and I'm the superintendent for the Edmonds School District. Those of you who know me well know that my least favorite place in the world is on this side of a camera. But when Kim asked me if I would come and talk about the impact that Washington Kids has on our students, I didn't hesitate to say yes. Currently, Edmonds School District has 664 students who qualify for McKinney-Vento services because of their home insecurity status. We are so grateful to Washington Kids who step into the gaps where our funds for McKinney-Vento simply don't reach. whether that be for emergency services like rent or utilities, or the millions of intangible things that Washington Kids does for our students. We can't overstate the impact that they have. We're incredibly grateful to them. And later, you're going to hear from some of our students and the impact. And I know that you'll enjoy hearing from them far more than you enjoy hearing from me. I'll just close with saying I hope you will join me in supporting this event tonight in support of the students who are the future of our community. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Miner. Friends, I hope you all are feeling festive. I know we are here in the space that we're in with our Washington Kids family. Kelsey told me I had to wear this hat tonight, and I feel really good in it. I look, I don't know what you all might be wearing. Look, I know the gala feel might be a little different this year, but hopefully you came ready to impress in whatever you're doing. So I feel good in my sequence tonight. I might hit the moonwalk in this. You just never know. Either way, I want to go ahead and move us forward. If you have ever attended Out of Jeopardy in the past, you know how our games of chance make the evening feel so fun, right? Think about some of the stuff from the past: the mystery envelopes, the wine pool, a human slot machine. These are a little harder to replicate virtually. I think we all know that, right? Instead, we have a surprise for folks attending some of our watch parties around town. That being said, there are 5 different $50 gift cards hidden at some of these watch parties. If you're at Elks Lodge, the Ely's, Graphite, maybe Bridget's, maybe Point Edwards, you might want to take a look around. There are 5 different $50 gift cards hidden at these watch party sites. So, what we're going to do right now is take a moment and look under your chair and see if you are a lucky winner. These gift cards are to 4 local businesses who have given so much support over the years to Washington Kids. They consist of Filled by Morgan and Moss, Bridget's Book Bottle Shop, Onopoke, and Klein Jewelers. So here's what we're going to do. Take a minute to look under your seat, check and see if you're a lucky winner. And if you haven't already, you literally have all of 2 minutes to go ahead and put something in on the online auction. If you haven't bid it already, this is your time to do so. We are closing the online auction in 2 minutes. Once again, Bridges Bottle Shop, Point Edwards, Graphite, the Ely's, and Elks Lodge. Make sure you take a moment to look around because you could be one of those lucky winners. And as we take a look around, what could you possibly win? I want to make sure that we are clear on this. Gift cards to 4 of our local businesses. Filled by Morgan and Moss, Bridges Bottle Shop, Onopoke. And the clock is winding down for our online auction. I want to thank you all so much for your continued support here with Washington Kids. I know that this year looks different, but you all have already come together in such a great way. We had donations piling in before we started, and folks here in the office were super excited. Listen, I know that we're all buttoned up, but we got some people having a good time back here. Chris, are you having a good time? Kelsey, are you having a great time? We are loving it, and I hope you all are too. That being said, we are getting ready to close in just a few seconds on our online auction. It's ending soon. For those of you all who have already donated tonight, thank you so much. We had some big donations come in right before we clicked and went live. And listen, none of this could happen without you all. So I want you to know, we've said it in times past, and we will continue to push it. This is for the kids. So thank you all once again. Right, Kim? We're showing up for the kids. All right, friends, the online auction is now closed. It is ended, and we will let you know what we raised here in a second. Stay tuned as well, because like we said, for every entry, that was a possibility for a drawing for a $500 Costco gift card. And that will be happening. We will be naming that winner in just a few. But in the between time, though, I want to go ahead and just take a moment to say how much it means for not only your support, but all of the things that you all have really brought together for our community over the span of this year with things kind of looking different. It means the world, not only to myself as I've been here with the Washington Kids family, but I know to Kim as well, to the tireless and effortless work that you continue to do, to Kelsey, to Chris, to everybody who plays a part in this. We just want to say thank you all so much, because it literally does take a community and it takes a group to make this happen. So thank you all so much for that. Kim, thank you for continuing to show up the way that you do. It means so much to the students and the children in our community. All right, do we have our online auction is over? We're we're getting the total in a few minutes. Pretty soon coming up, we will be working our Fund the Need next too. So it's coming up. Are you ready to? All right, here we go. Well, that being said, I'd like to welcome our next speaker to the podium, auction chair Kelsey Foster. Kelsey, come on up. She came with it tonight. Kelsey said she was going to be festive. She's going to have a good dress. And here she is. Give her some noise. Make some noise wherever you are for Kelsey Foster.
Thank you, Richard. Okay, make sure I'm speaking loud enough. Hi, everyone. My name is Kelsey Foster, and this is the 10th auction. It's the 10th auction Washington Kids has done, and it's the 10th one that I have chaired. And it's become a labor of love and something I'm deeply proud of. And what I'm proud of most of all is how year after year people show up despite uncertainty, because let's be honest, we're pretty much living real time what's going to be written about in history books in decades. And despite our own personal struggles, we still show up. So I want to thank and recognize this year's event sponsors: First Security Bank, Mr. Steve Monroe, Puget Sound Energy, the Edmonds Kiwanis, Mountain Pacific Bank, and Brennan Heating and Cooling. Their generosity means that every dollar raised in our online auction and in donations tonight through this event go directly to our programs. I also want to thank our watch party hosts, everyone at Point Edwards, whoop, whoop, the Linwood Elks, the Ely family, thank you, and Jane O'Brien, and our community watch party hosts and sponsors, Bridget's Bottle Shop, Graphite Art Center, Mixed by Martino, and Reese Homes. They're making it possible for the broader community to be able to come together and participate with friends and neighbors while we made this year a virtual event. I also have to thank our generous businesses who donated items and experiences to our online auction. And a huge thank you to each and every one of you who donated and bid on these items. And let me tell you, there was some fast and furious, like back and forth at the very end, guys. That was amazing. We're just so grateful, more than words can express. And I'd like to close with a bit of hope and encouragement for all of us. And I always cry every year. I'm like, don't cry. I also say, don't trip and fall down. So at least I'm just going to do one of those things. This is from Howard Zinn in The Optimism of Uncertainty. To be hopeful in bad times is not just foolishly romantic. It is based on the fact that human history is a history not only of cruelty, but also of compassion, sacrifice, courage, and kindness. What we choose to emphasize in this complex history will determine our lives. If we only see the worst, it destroys our capacity to do something. If we remember those times and places, and there are so many, where people have behaved magnificently, this gives us the energy to act and at least the possibility of sending this spinning top of a world in a different direction. And if we do act in however small a way, we don't have to wait for some grand utopian future. The future is in an infinite succession of presents. And to live now as we think human beings should live, in defiance of all that is bad around us, is in itself a marvelous victory. So, tonight is our opportunity as a community to be hopeful and kind and to make a difference however we are able. Again, every dollar raised tonight goes towards providing a more stable foundation for a local student and their family so that they can keep learning, keep growing, and remain focused on achieving their dreams.
My family went homeless and we got evicted from our house. They got us a 2-week stay at a hotel. We ate free food, we had a roof over our head. I was really grateful to not be on the streets.
They made sure that I received the resources I needed. They put me on top of their priority list. I see that they don't treat it as a job, they just treat it as a mission to help others,
They've helped me pay for a gym membership before. If I'm not mistaken, they've gotten me a phone before. They constantly check up on me, make sure if I need anything. There's so many things that they aren't required to do or they have to do, and they just make sure anyways, just for my well-being and my happiness, that I have certain things that I would like or need.
They show me that I have more opportunities out here than just, just giving up and just have low standards for myself, They show me that there's a bunch of kindness that they can give to us. And I'd like to return that kindness because I plan to go to college and get into family social work or CPS to try to help out, kids like me.
After college, I'm hoping I'll hopefully become like a firefighter or something, but I never imagined myself getting to this point. Walk Kids has helped me physically and mentally, so I'm really grateful for that. A couple years back, my dad passed away, of course. I was in kind of like my own world. I wouldn't do anything. I was very introverted. First day I came here, I was kind of sketched out, but then after like the following weeks when I kept coming in every Wednesday for group, I felt like I had like somewhere where I belonged. Like I could be seen again.
Karis and Walk Kids helped me find a homeless shelter so that way so I had a place to sleep at night and still be able to go to school and do the stuff that I wanted to. And even after now, I don't live at a homeless shelter. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth because I aged out of the shelter. I'm now 18. There's not really many people in my life at all that be checking up on me, but they're always checking on me, making sure, like asking me if I'm okay, if I need anything, just making sure that they know that they're there. And that makes me feel like that I have a home somewhere,
I didn't feel welcome anywhere, really. I came back to Washington. I didn't, not in my own blood would talk to me. I didn't know where to go. And they always checked up on me, saying, like, is everything okay? They always checked if they always cared about my well-being.
Can you tell me a little bit about what motivates you in life?
My family has been a big motivator for me. They've always been really supportive. But For a long time, they were the only thing that I really focused on. And I've learned in the last couple years that it's important to also have your own life. And, you know, my support system at Scriber and here at WAKids has really helped me realize that and realize what I'm passionate about. Yeah, I want to help people. I love working with families and kids, and I just want to make a positive impact in whatever I'm doing. I'm really interested in art, obviously. So I'm trying to figure out how I am going to incorporate those things and make it profitable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last question will be, what are some ways that WAKid has influenced your future or perspective in life?
They've taught me a lot about, you know, what it means to work for a nonprofit, what that looks like.
Okay.
And it's been really inspiring to me. I know that I want to do something like this. This is really fulfilling to me.
Okay.
You know, I feel the best when I am helping people, when I see the difference that I can make, that I can contribute to.
All right, friends, what a video. We're going to keep ourselves moving right along here for our Out of Jeopardy 2026 gala. And I want to introduce somebody very special at this time, Francisco Gonzalez, who's the McKinney-Vento coordinator for the Edmond School District, to bring some very thoughtful, impactful, and inspiring words to us at this time. Francisco.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great time, whichever location you're watching from. And it is a pleasure to be here tonight and be able to talk a little bit about my role and our partnership with Washington Kids in Transition. I would like to start by telling you a little bit about my role. As the McKinney-Vento coordinator, one of my main responsibilities is to identify students and families experiencing homelessness and to remove barriers so that our students can fully participate in school. This past school year, we identified over 800 students that qualify for McKinney-Vento. About 84% of those cases involve families that were forced to stay in someone else's home due to economic hardship and inability to afford housing of their own. This is what we call doubling up. We also identify 116 unaccompanied youth. These are youth that are not in the physical custody of a guardian or parent. We also came across several families that were staying in shelters, that were staying in motels, and in some cases in cars or in the streets. This school year, we're likely to reach similar numbers of students and families that qualify for McKinney-Vento, which highlights the ongoing socioeconomic issues in our community today. Our partnership with WAKids has been crucial in helping meet the needs of those families. One example that stands out to me is the support they provided during the holiday season. As you know, Christmas is a very special time of the year for many families, but it's also very stressful for those families that are experiencing homelessness. Due to the financial limitations, due to the increased feelings of isolations, being away from home, being away from family, and the overall instability that they are experiencing. But WAKids went above and beyond to ensure that our students received the support they need at that time. Hundreds of students received holiday gift support from WAKids and saw firsthand the families and the excitement that they shared knowing that they would receive some support, including toys, books, clothing, and other gifts. We also had a large number of families that received motel support during that time. And let me tell you, December, January, those are months that are extremely busy. And despite the large number of requests and the limited funding, WAKids never once denied a request. They were always willing to support. And this is just one example of the strong commitment that they have with our community and the willingness to support and meet the needs of our students. Families or students who have received support from Walk It consistently share positive feedback about their experience with the program. Whether they receive assistance with coats, shoes, hygiene products, motel stays, emergency food items, diapers, families feel relieved knowing that their immediate needs are being met. Many families have expressed gratitude and appreciation knowing that someone cares about them. I even heard students say, and I quote, Walk It is like family. More importantly, families that receive support from Walk It have gained a sense of hope, knowing that things will get better, and eventually they will have the opportunity to exit the homeless system. If there's one thing I would like you to take away from my speech today, is the importance of giving back to local organizations like Walk It, so they can continue to operate and provide much needed support to our most vulnerable families. I think we can all agree that we live in very difficult times, given what's happening in our country and in the world, which creates a lot of stress in everyday life. And I want you to take a moment to reflect on that, because if you're feeling the stress of what's happening right now in the world, imagine the tremendous pressure that families experiencing homelessness must be feeling at this time. I share this as a reminder to be grateful of the basic things that you have: food, water, a place to sleep at night, clothing, because the reality is that not everyone has basic necessities. I also would like to remind you that you do have the power to help reduce homelessness in your community by donating your time and resources to this cause. If you haven't already, I encourage you today to consider making a donation to Walk It. Whether the contribution is small or large, every donation matters, and it means the world to the person receiving support. If you know anyone in your group of friends or family that is interested in supporting students experiencing homelessness, I also encourage you to share information about Walk It and all the different ways they can support this amazing program. Thank you, Walk It, Kim, and Crystal, for everything that you guys do for our community, our families, and students. We appreciate all your hard work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Francisco. Thank you for the hard and amazing work that you do to help not only Washington kids, but our kids in general. Friends, we are going to go ahead and get ready to start our Fund a Need. However, though, before we even get started, I just want to say thank you so much for your amazing generosity. While Francisco was up speaking, and even during the video piece, we had donations piling in already. And I just want to make sure we acknowledge some of you all in the space. Matt and Nicole Cox, $500. Thank you so much. Gary Griffiths, $5,000. Thank you so much. Susan Payne, $1,000 donation. Thank you as well. Katie Waymeyer, $500. Thank you. Jamie Reese, another $500 that's come in. Lynn Barrett, thank you for $500 as well. And then we have Scott and Christy Ely at $2,000. Things are already piling in, and we haven't even officially gotten it started yet. How are we feeling back there in the back about this? Are we excited? Come on, make some noise for me, friends. I hope you all are excited where you're watching from as well. So, because things are done a little bit differently this year, I want to kind of just make sure I explain how the Fund a Need is going to look this year, right? So for the next several minutes, we would like to give all of you all an opportunity to donate at whatever level is meaningful to you or whatever level is comfortable to you. Simple as that, right? On the screen, here's how it's going to work. You will see a QR code that links directly to the auction website, or you can make your donation right now. You can also donate via Venmo at the @ symbol, capital WAKITS, at WAKITS on Venmo. And we will also take donations via our website at WashingtonKidsInTransition.org. Because we are doing this virtually this year, we want to explain a few different dollar amounts. So hear me out, bear with me real quick. A donation of $1,000 stocks our emergency pantry at our distribution center for 1 month. Washington Kids provides meals for hundreds of families every month. Keeping the pantry stocked literally means that children aren't hungry. $500 could cover a past due utility bill for a struggling family. Imagine as a student going home where you don't have lights, maybe not heat or water, and how could it be possible for you to do your homework? How is it possible to charge your Chromebook or even have clean clothes for the next day at school? With this, I want to say thank you. We have more donors coming in at this time as well. Thank you all so much as it's piling in. And as we continue to move, I want to say your gift of $250 would cover the monthly supplemental food for students of either Scriber Lake High School or Cedar Valley Elementary. These are two schools in our district with special circumstances of need and a high percentage of students dealing with food insecurity. $100. What does that look like? $100 provides one night of a hotel shelter for a family facing immediate homelessness. Research has shown that a student facing immediate homelessness experiences brain activities the same as PTSD. Having a little bit of reprieve for a few nights in a hotel can give a family a chance to work with their social worker to create a housing plan. It's a chance for that unhealthy level of stress to heal, even if it's just a little bit. Okay. Oh,
You got a phone call.
1 second, friend. Sorry, we got a phone call. I need to take this in private. Hello? Yeah. No, we're here at the we're at the headquarters right now. Yeah. The gala's like literally live. Yeah. Okay. Graphite? Okay. All right, cool. Yo, that's incredible. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks, Kelsey. All right, friends. We've got I mean, you saw my big phone there, which means we got some big news, right? I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, with that big phone call that we just had, we have some exciting news to share. This year, Dale and Cher Shoop of the Shoop Family Foundation have pledged a $25,000 donation. We thank you all so much for the generous support. Turn up here in the back, Chris. Are we excited? I know you all are. Thank you all so much for your tremendous support. That means the world. I think Kelsey's got a little something else too.
Some more names to read.
We've got some more names to read as well. I want to go ahead before, we'll read the names first and then I'll share off the last little bit. So want to say thank you to Susan James, Nancy Marshall, Erica Sugg, Amanda Bucher. I hope I read that right. Mercedes Rutledge, Sarah, Aaron Zaki. I apologize. I'm having a hard time with this last one. But Grisby is the last name. It's all good. Either way, Grigsby is the last name. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for helping Washington Kids. I know that we read off the $100 piece for the Funded Need. I wanted to read off the $50 as well. $50, hear me out, could buy a Fred Meyer gift card for families in temporary hotel stays. Your $50 could cover the cost of an ASB card for a low-income high school athlete who wants to participate in sports. $50 could also buy shoes for a young student who came to school with ill-fitting shoes with holes in them. Either way, look, wherever you are in the support piece, I just want to say thank you all so much. We want to say thank you all so much for donating here this evening. Thank you for giving so generously. Your gifts tonight will, as always, ensure that we won't ever have to turn down a request from a student in need. Every dollar makes a difference. So we're going to keep this running for just a few more minutes here with our Fund the Need. Once again, if you're trying to figure out how to fund a need, you can simply go to the QR code that's on the screen. You can also go to Fund at Venmo, which is at WAKITS on Venmo, or you can donate on the website at WashingtonKidsInTransition.org.
I'll give you a break and I'll read some more names. If you want to grab a glass of water, you've been making it happen up here. So more people to thank. Jada Meister, Mary Frances Cruz, Dan Radley over at the Elks, Francisco that's here with us. Thank you. Kat Stokes, Leslie Hanley, Carol Dozier or Dozier, sorry. I probably not saying that right. Sarah Boyd, Sandra Alberry, Susan Powell, Helen Jung, Young, Catherine Davis. I need to give this mic back to Richard. He's better than I am. Birgit Albecker Osterhag, Mary Harsila, Luann Ogletree, Susan Parker, Vanessa Stedman, Henry Shaw, Craig Birkby, Linda Park, Joe Drake, and Catherine Duran, and Connie Harkleroad. I believe you're at Point Edwards, Connie, and Marge Johansson. Did I also thank Mercedes Rutledge? Yeah, you had that on that first list, Richard. Okay, do we have some more names? I can do a little dance and be like, hey, donate. Do we have, yeah, we're going to bring up some more names. But yeah, like Richard said, the different amounts, every single dollar counts. And we know times are really uncertain for people. So, $10, $20, it all goes to our programs. We have some more names now. Terry Simmons, Nancy Cadams, she's school board. Dana Day, Jamie Flaxman, Barb Gonzalez, $1,000. Thank you so much, Barb. I know you were bidden furiously earlier. I was watching you. Ree and Mark Davis, $500. Thank you so much. Teresa Kotwis, $250. Where are we at? We still got bids coming or donations coming in? Yep. We do? Okay, they're writing fast and furious. So, Richard, come back up here and save me.
Oh, no, that was amazing. Thank you, Kelsey. And thank you all so much for the amazing donations as well. Chris and I said if we got to this point of the show, I might have to sing a song. 7:00 on the dot. I'm in my drop top, but I'm not cruising the streets. We got some real good donations coming in for the Washington kids. So pull up and keep them donations coming. Good luck. Kim won't have to do so much running. Thank you all so much. And we have more names that we want to say thank you to as well. All righty, here we go.
Tiffany Pudding.
Oh, I love it. Kaylee Hagan, Tiffany Pudding, thank you. Heather Damron, $1,500. Thank you so much. Liz and Casey Morgan, Kimberly Cummings, thank you as well. Madeline Winter, thank you so much. As these donations continue to pile in, we cannot begin to tell you how meaningful it is. I just want to make sure as we get ready to move this needle forward that you know that every donation counts for something different, whether it is the emergency pantry right here at our distribution center, whether it is being able to help with a past due bill, whether it's being able to help with clothing, monthly supplemental things that our students at Scriber Lake High School and Cedar Valley Elementary might need, even if it's hotel shelter for an evening, for a family that is in dire, desperate, immediate need. Everything that you all have put forward tonight goes to that, and we want to say thank you. And even if it's something as simple as a Fred Meyer gift card for families in temporary hotel stays, or if it's something as simple as an athlete who wants to be able to compete, a student who wants to be able to do something constructive, thank you all so much for helping to fund the need tonight. Thank you to the Shoup Family Foundation once again as well. I think we got a few more names coming in. Y'all give it up for Kelsey out there. We've got a few more.
You know what you have to say.
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Thank you to Lucas Lynch. Thank you to Rachel Broderhausen, Joe Foss. I hope I said that right. Foose, Joe Foose. Thank you, Joe. Susan Larson. Marnie Mills, thank you. Oh, we've got Mindy Woods. Thank you for your donation. And Mindy, as you know, we do this for the kids, right? That has been our thing as we have moved the needle here for the last 4 years. Me and Mindy can't do it in person this year, but we're still going to do it virtually. As you give, remember, you're giving for the kids. We're doing this for the kids. Shannon Sessions, thank you. Kelly Randall, thank you as well. I just want to say thank you to everyone for giving so generously. Your gifts tonight will ensure that we won't have to turn down a request from a student in need. Every dollar makes a difference. At this time, I think we're winding down. We are. And it sounds like at this time, we are going to go ahead and bring up something really fun and cool here, which is a raffle wheel. Because it's about that time that we do this $500 Costco gift card drawing. Yes, Kim?
Can I join you?
Of course you can.
I'll hold it so it doesn't fall.
Open it.
Well, you got to spin it. Can you give it a spin?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Kim's giving us a good spin here. To everybody who bidded on an auction item, thank you. This is your time to shine right now. Let's see who is the winner of this $500 Costco gift card.
Okay, now you draw the name.
Okay, here we go.
We're not looking.
I'm not looking.
And I'll read it because it's my bad handwriting.
Okay.
Oh, and the winner is the winner is Joe Foos.
Joe Foos.
So $500 gift card. We'll reach out to you to get you that. And I saw you bidding on a lot of things, Joe. So I'm assuming hopefully you won a couple of items.
Yes.
So I'll email you tomorrow and make sure we get everything to you this week.
And Joe, I will also
I'll
email
take
you
this
as well because I would love to take a trip to Costco if you're feeling generous. So that being said, thank you to Kelsey. Thank you to Kim. Joe, congratulations. Thank you to everybody who took the time to bid online and got yourself in the entry. The 500 gift card is for you. And like, as Kelsey said, she will email you to get everything orchestrated with that. At this time, I think, Kelsey, we got one more item. Yeah?
One more item. Well, we have a couple more names.
Okay.
We want to thank Mona Carter and Nate Sugg. I heard through the grapevine that Erica Sugg was one of the lucky winners of one of the gift cards at our watch party. So hope you guys are having fun over there. And we had so many donations that came in since we announced the event. And just thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you. It means the world, seriously.
And I think, if you're the winning bidder in one of the auction items, I will be in touch with you tomorrow and we'll make arrangements. Some of the things I can just email you directly. There's a few things that we can arrange to have you come pick up. But we'll have that all ready tomorrow and then I'll reach out and we can figure out how to get you your goods.
Absolutely. Well, Kelsey.
Oh, do we have our...
I was going to say.
I mean, we got to end the night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And we have to end it right. So we
Can everyone come up?
Yeah,
Can all of our volunteers,
all the
everyone
volunteers,
here?
everybody come up real quick.
We got a crew in the house here.
So while we're getting the crew together here, can all of you all, wherever you are at your watch party location, whether you drink or you got something bubbly, can you go ahead and do us a favor? Take whatever you have in your hand. We want to do a toast here for everyone with Washington Kids in Transition.
Yep.
We simply want to say thank you so much. We
Yeah,
want to
Chris,
say,
Ashley, come on up.
oh yeah, here we go. We want to say thank you all so much for participating and giving so generously tonight. Donations are still coming in, as Kelsey stated. But with that, Kim and Kelsey want to say thank you all so much too. I know that you all took a huge leap of faith to make it happen virtually this year, and it came together well. We had people here watching from all around our region here in this space. And of course, you've got an amazing team of people here to support you. So thank you all so much as well.
Yes, thank you, Richard.
Thank you for having me once again. Chris, the man that made this happen behind the
Yes.
camera with the tech piece, thank you
Yes.
as well. You are the reason people can see us. So with that being said, I want all of you all to know that you can sign off tonight knowing that you have made an important difference in the life of a homeless student, and we appreciate you. Of families in need, we appreciate you. And before we go, let's all raise a glass together on the count of three. 1, 2, 3, to the power of community. Have a great night. Congratulations once again on another successful event. And thank you all so much for supporting Washington Kids in Transition. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
As always, we appreciate your support.